said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buckeyes offense will start this game off with the football. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those types of athletes in a three-point stance rushing the quarterback with that crowd noise and your offensive tackles can't hear the snap count, it's not a lot of fun.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try to return. The coach might prefer a fair catch. So Auburn's offense will get the ball for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes. And it's just a physical mindset of Auburn. And they're always that team that wants to run the football. How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Price. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wood. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the move, it's Peoples. Moving past the 25. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, the defenses are scared out of their mind.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying play action. Gets it out fast. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peoples. On the move to the 30. Powers through. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the... yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the Dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offside penalty. It's 1st and 5. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good.
He's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pressure coming. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look. Early stats before we move on. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incomplete.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job of
looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Peoples. Great move. Now he's got room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Gonna swing it on second down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Auburn 28, Ohio State 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit.
On to punt it away.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback making checks. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Wood. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. He's looking to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Sayin. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Wants to throw on first down. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So here comes the Auburn offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. The offense changing the play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This
breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds a little space. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. He'll try to do it himself. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him.
Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
42, Ohio State, 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for space. It's Peoples. Creates a little room. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option, the give. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Hunt is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it on the outside. It's Kane. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Kane. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking for a gap. It's Price. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Kane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Making side adjustments here. With the catch, it's Price. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Auburn going to work with another first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Gets it out quickly. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Running to Green. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the touchdown. Stand penalty on the defense waved off, and the points go on the board. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. With the catch, it's Graham. Look out, he's got room. Oh, there's an alley on the left. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get...
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He might want another play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Price. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. Auburn lines up quickly. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. They just keep firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Price. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Looking to pass, it's Sayin. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Using his legs, it's Peoples. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to get the corner. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So here comes the Auburn offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Dropping back, it's Sayin. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. He's looking to throw. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
21 on the play. And first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. They get to him as he throws.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle. It's Kane. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
21 on the play. And that's good enough.
Looking to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Quarterback making adjustments. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll move the tight end. Rushes on him. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just...
Looking for the end zone. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. That was hardly a performance worthy of enough... the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers' offense will come out first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already...
Converts on 4th down, still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, and I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown. The return man takes it to the end zone himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. I think you're getting the offense, the football back. But how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels want to move quickly. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He might be afraid to kick it to him here after the first punt was taken back to the house. A low-line drive and not his best work. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to
open space in the middle. Touchdown, Tigers. He got a step and just dusted the field. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They try to pop a run on the draw. Got enough for the first down. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Buys a little time with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. Time. Quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
The play action fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He's going for the big play. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Simmons. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tiger. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. Iron sharpens iron, and you just
fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. That pass not close as he got twilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try to pop the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the run, it's Price. Looking for more room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Oh, it's out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Line getting set on second down. He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. He fires one deep down the right side. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the...
Another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to...
There he goes. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this.
Just keeps moving. He's loose down the left side. Past the 10, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Ole Miss 7.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going for it all. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Simmons. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Haas. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away. But the defense was ready for it. What a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Simpson. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Sends it back in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Got a man. It's Price. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. By himself, he makes the grab. Speeding down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, too. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. There's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll go right back to him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Rebels come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go right back to it. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Auburn offense. Going to try to get it himself.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense is choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away. You're running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes.
Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might be changing the route. Going right to work up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Simmons. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch and stride inside the 50.